We are here. We're here and we're vampires. And hopefully that is working. Please, if you're in the chat, I am running the stream tonight, so if you have audio wonkiness, please let me know. Hi, this is the Red Line, a Vampire the Masquerade game set in New York City. Storyteller, me, Dillin, she, he, and they pronouns for me, please. And I would like to introduce the amazing, wonderful, beautiful cast of vampires that I'm playing with. Starting with Pooja. Okay, I think I am having an audio issue, so sorry. I really thought. Oh, nope, never mind. It's fixed. Yeah. Thank you. You're muted. Okay. All right, then never mind. I am so very deeply sorry. Don't look at me. Everything's gonna be fine. Fantastic. Wonderful. Incredible. Love it. Thank you so much.
How about
yeah, how can we test that now? Depth?
hi.
Say things.
Hello.
Hello.
This is my voice. I hope you enjoyed it in your ears.
Yeah, we're good.
I hope you enjoyed it in your
Perfection. Okay, thanks. I'm so sorry about
if
that.
I can hear Depth, I can hear everybody else. But
Yeah,
yeah, I hope.
that would be the case.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, so all right. Pooja, can you reintroduce yourself because you were not audible when you introduced yourself?
Hello, everybody. Hopefully you can hear me now. I am Pooja, found on the internet at Pooja on Twitter, at Poojaberwalkie, everywhere else, and I'm playing Hrishika tonight, who is a bruja, is in love with her wife, and is an annoyance with her mother-in-law. At a party.
What a party.
We'll see how this goes.
What a party.
Beautiful. Depth, would you go next?
Hello, I'm Depth Like the Ocean. My pronouns are they, them. You can find me on all things through at Chaotic Bonnie. Because I'm not chaotic at all, what made you think that? And I will be playing Lina Báthory, Vampire of the Ventru clan, who also loves her wife very much and goes by she, her pronouns.
Beautiful. I love the wives. Andre.
Hola, everyone. My name is Andre Rivera. You can find me at Andre Rivera on Twitter, at Andre Rivera Art on Twitter, and at andrerivera.art, where you can see my illustration portfolio and a number of the series that I'm in, and some of the actual plays that I'm in, including Tragedy Theologian, The Atomless, The Red Line, The Unicorn Hunt, and you can check my Twitter for if and when commissions are open.
Hell yeah. Sloan.
Yeah. Hi everybody, my name is Sloan, aka Arpley, my pronouns are they, them, and tonight I'm playing Jamie Black, who uses any/all pronouns, and I'm just excited to be here.
I love that. Alex.
Hello, my name is Alex. I use he, him, and they, them pronouns. You can find me at Alder under. Why am I giggling?
I don't know.
I love you guys.
Clear the cookie out of your mouth first.
Okay. You can find me at Alder_Mancy on Twitter. I'm so sorry. Most other places at Aldermancy, at Sword Ghost making games on Ko-fi and itch.io. And I also GM the campaign Strange Hungers here on TotalPartyKiss on Saturdays. And I'm also going to be playing in a stream Saturday night with Johanna Gaming, so keep an eye out for that.
Absolutely incredible. I would like to say a really quick little thank you to Die Hard Dice, because Die Hard Dice sent us some custom blacklight activated dice for this little game that we're playing. So
My green screen ate it. I'm sorry.
yeah,
They're incredible.
and it's part of their After Dark collection is where you can find all of these great dice that glow in the dark. And if you buy dice from Die Hard Dice and you tell them that the red line sent you here, maybe they will send us more things and help us make more games in the future. So there's a little comment box when you buy Die Hard Dice stuff. And yeah, so I don't know, are we ready to live forever?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's live
Already.
forever. Wonderful. Human beings don't need to be monsters in order to hurt each other. Sure, history has its villains, but for most of us, we hurt each other simply as an unconscious side effect of our own intersecting journeys. Sometimes we get lucky and make amends, forgive and forget, but sometimes the only way to heal is to move on from those who've hurt you. So what happens then when the ones who've hurt you, and maybe worse, the people you've hurt, are stuck here forever? The twinkling lights and lit lanterns are plenty, along with the lights of the city, to brighten this rooftop. Brighter still are the smiles all around from kindred greeting each other from across the city. There are all types here, especially when you include the twins and Keely, the sole Sabbat kindred in this party of highbrow Camarilla. And all eyes are drawn to them, specifically Jude, and Jamie, who has them all mystified by her very presence. Hrishika, when we last had left off, you felt a pulling feeling, a sense in your gut, a presence that you have not felt in a very long time. Looking around here, he isn't here. You would notice him.
Mm-hmm.
But from the feeling that you have, he must be nearby. Lina, as soon as you walk in, after kind of the spectacle of everybody rushing to greet your mother, and also the spectacle that has sort of arisen near the twins, people start to come up to you. A group of vampires in particular walk up to you, champagne in hand, and I'm sorry. Did you really walk in here with Elizabeth Báthory?
Yes, I did.
She's ancient. How do you know her?
I think introductions are to be made. I'm Catalina Báthory.
Oh my god. You... there were rumors that she had, made vampires, but are you really, really her daughter?
Really? As one can be.
Oh my god. And you kept the name. all this time?
Yes, I did.
Interesting. That doesn't cause problems for you?
How would it?
Well, I mean, her name's got some pretty sordid history. It's very exciting, of course, don't get me wrong. For us, we're very excited. But for the humans, you know how they can be.
Pretty, intellectually challenged, I would say. Yes, you tell them anything, they believe it.
If you would like, Depth, I want to give you the opportunity to fire back. This is getting a little passive aggressive, and if you would like,
Social combat.
if you would like, I would like for you to if you wanted to, like what you just said to me, has the potential to be pretty charming. So if you would like to roll charisma empathy and change their favor, or if you would like to fire off your best one-liner, and you could also try charisma intimidation as well.
Oh, charisma intimidation. I would love that.
Okay, so tell me what you say, and then let's roll it out.
I think at the line where she says humans are intellectually challenged, she will kind of give them a once over and go, I'm sure you can relate.
Oh my god, please roll your dice.
Okay. That's 8. I'm so glad I jumped so much into intimidation.
While Depth is rolling, for our viewers, the party as a whole has a dice pool, has a blood pool for, has a willpower pool. Keep saying the wrong thing. For how much our guests can affect them and sway the opinion of this party either way. And each of our players will use their individual willpower pools.
So that was 5 successes, 3 of which were criticals.
Jesus. Just like literal hand to the chest. Oh. And you could see a familiar feeling flash across this vampire's eyes, and it spreads to the others who were like behind her, sort of like engaging in this little fun. It is a look you recognize very well as the, I just got too familiar with a person who can kill me. Look, it's just, oh, okay. I'm just, I'm sorry. Please, can I get you anything?
Right. Thank you, though.
Of course. And they part ways and walk away. Everyone fussed over your mother when she arrived, but as of right now, she is sitting solo at a table. And keeping to herself, observing the party. Gusto, if I'm not mistaken, last we left off, Bella had become very triggered by the presence of Lina and Elizabeth, and then disappeared away.
Yes.
Did you head back to the rest of the group?
Yes.
Okay. Back over there,
Gusto.
I think, what?
What'd you say?
Gusto?
Gusto, fuck
Like
you.
it's-
Oh my god.
Horrendous.
How dare you?
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
Back at the party, where this has obviously some things have stuck out to you, like the fact that the twins are A, here, and B, causing almost as much of a scene as they did at your club, actually maybe more so, considering that these are all vampires. And it's interesting how Ira has been perceived. There's a lot of like warmth and hugs and cheek kisses, and everybody here seems to really like have a strong fondness and relationship with him. And when you walk back over, he is greeting two vampires in particular, two finely dressed gentlemen with different furs around their necks. And he sort of like waves you in to the conversation.
Gusto kind of saunters over with the wine bottle still left over from the conversation with Bella.
Yes.
And just swipes a wine glass off of a nearby counter and just starts filling it. And saying, "Hope I didn't miss anything too intriguing."
No, you missed nothing. Gusto, these are two newer friends of mine, and this is Gusto, and they sort of look and smile, and they raise their glass to you each, and they said, "That's so funny. We have heard about you, but why haven't we met you yet?"
I am very much making my way in running the Belfry. I'm sure you've heard of it. It's not easy to run a tight operation like that and to have the luxury of a late evening parlay like this. Tonight is a special occasion for me.
The other gentleman says, the Belfry. It used to be a church or something.
That's correct.
Well, that's nice. So that's what you do, is run a bar?
It's a nightclub.
Gusto, I'd love to give you an opportunity to tell these guys off. If you would like to. You can also try to charm them. You could take any approach you would like.
I think I need to look at my character sheet again. Why did you refresh Roll20? Why did you do that?
Check out those dots.
I'm looking at my dots. So many dots.
So many dogs.
Gotta look at those dots.
I'm going to do charisma and ooh. I want to and maybe what would you describe expression as? I think we had talked about that before.
Yes, so expression is literally going to be your wordless communication. So maybe Gusto says something totally polite, but gives the look of, I will eat you. You know, like it's whatever you can come up with.
I think Gusto kind of just like lightly chuckles and says, "No, it's a nightclub. It's very nice."
Okay.
And we'll just
All
dead
right.
eye stare.
Do you want to give me charisma expression to see how that comes across?
That's fully 8. 8. Okay. A total of 7 successes, 1 crit success, 1 crit fail.
Jesus. Okay. All right. So the crits cancel out, but then you still have 7 successes. Okay.
Just gives like a little coy smirk afterwards.
They don't necessarily react at first, but Ira next to you, if you recall, I had told you, friends, Belfry was renovated by us together and is the greatest nightclub in the area, so I'd say it's doing pretty well.
I completely understand it, unless you'd been there, of course. You would most certainly remember it.
Ira, like in a completely like playful way, just like nudges your arm and is like, "Have a good night, gentlemen." And they sort of tip their glasses and roll some eyes and walk away.
Muy encantado. These are the people you cavort with.
These are the people I have right now. But I know they're not all bad.
I should not be speaking as someone who proselytizes with drunkards and layabouts, but
I like drunkards and layabouts.
they're good, honest people. Well, not always good, but typically honest people.
They're fun.
That's really the more important part.
Exactly.
But esos?
Again, they can be a little snooty, but they're not all bad.
Perhaps if they, I don't know, had a bit more reverence for people who run honest work.
That phrase seems to take a little bit of a root. Ira gets a little twinge in his face. Yeah. I agree. They're perfectly snobby. But they're buying the drinks tonight, so...
Oh. Then everything's forgiven.
Ira, chooses to take that playfully and hope for the best. And sort of declines to continue with introducing more people.
Gusto would gladly continue to parlay, regardless of if Ira would.
Wonderful. How would that go?
I think Gusto would basically just kind of float from place to place, looking for a very natural end to like a conversation. Just trying to eavesdrop it a little bit, you know?
Sure. I think what you might overhear is at a table, full round table of people having a attempted hushed conversation, trying to, as it seems, guess what Miss Báthory is here to talk about. And what if she's taking over New York? Would we just let her? And like, no. What would she want with New York? She's got like all of Europe in her back pocket. And like just kind of mulling things over, having a little debate about it.
Oh, for Elizabeth Báthory to have a bloodless coup? It's very unlike her.
Sorry. Oh, we were talking louder than I thought.
You sure were. I'd be careful with those lips.
Gusto, please make me a charisma intimidation roll.
Absolutely.
Gusto, what the fuck happened to you? You have become a different man. My
Those
goodness.
lips.
Those lips.
Gusto,
Okay,
I love you. My buddy.
My
friend.
6 and above is a success, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's 6 successes, 2 failures.
For total. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yes, you're very funny. I will we'll keep it down. Speaking of which, do you have any thoughts on the Báthory situation? And just for your awareness, Ira is staying close, but if you glance at him, is becoming deeply worried, uncomfortable, but he's just quiet.
Oh. It would be in very bad taste to begin a rumor mill whilst the subject of the rumor is feet away.
Sure, but that's the whole point of a rumor mill.
You never know who's connected to who.
Well, as far as we know, she's not connected to anyone here, which is why we are so very curious as to why she's gracing us in New York with her presence. I mean, aren't you even the least bit concerned?
It's not really any of my business, is it? As long as business keeps moving.
All right. Well, if it wasn't any of your business, sorry to say, why did you make it your business?
Oh, just I'm concerned for your health and livelihood.
I would like us to roll contested on that last
Okay.
one. I think it's going to be how's Gusto's leadership?
Leadership?
Yeah, just curious.
I don't think it's great.
No.
Yeah, he has no points in leadership.
Better in intimidation?
Yes.
What about etiquette? Any
Oh,
etiquette?
if Gusto has etiquette, I would actually prefer to roll off on that.
I have no etiquette.
Okay, let's go straight with intimidation.
Okay.
Okay, I will, for posterity, I will say mine first. Wow, absolutely heinous, pathetic. 2 successes.
Okay. Well, I got 5 successes, 1 crit success.
Okay. They really thought that they had you with that one. Like, why make this? Why come over here if it's none of your business? And they said it with such confidence that when you fire back, they are all the more deflated and just sort of turn around and change the subject immediately to, these candles are unimpressive, but nice. Totally. And when you turn around, Ira is... That was pretty fun to watch.
I'm good at what I do, and then like licks his fingers and then just snuffs out one of the candles.
Incredible. Twins. I'd like to jump over and see what the twins are doing for a hot little
That was
minute.
so hot.
Yeah. People are drawn to you in particular, Jamie. The 3 of you do kind of create a little bit of a spectacle all on your own, but Jamie, everybody is sort of eating out of the palm of your hand. But you've noticed that unlike last night at the club where everybody was just fawning over you, there's more of like a curiosity about you, a fascination happening. Somebody kind of crouched in a chair, like leaning over, like, so what made you want to come here? We don't usually see,
Oh no, I get it. Jude and I were just looking for our sire. I think that's the word. We got separated pretty soon after we turned, and so we wanted to come and find her. And we knew that she lived in New York, so.
Oh my God. And they turn and look at Keely and they... Oh, for a second, I thought that you were like a real sire to them, but it's exactly the way I expected.
I'm sorry, you must be mistaken.
Well,
We found our sire.
Right, but you didn't know where she was, and she didn't teach you any of the words. You didn't know what she even was called.
We do now.
There are some things you don't need to be taught.
Of course. It's just, no, I mean, everybody walks their own path, right? You just do things however you like. It's just we don't abandon our own here. We stick together.
Do you have any, what are they called? Children?
I do.
Are they here tonight?
Of course. And she like points them out very proudly in the crowd.
What do they look like?
Are they hotter than us?
No. They
They're allowed to be hotter than us. It's fine.
no. They have, and looking at this person now, you will notice that there's like just a bit of like fae-esque features to them, like slightly angular, like facial features, and their ears do come to like just sort of a tip. And when you look at the two people that she points out in the crowd, they kind of have the same distinguishing like fae-like look to them.
Oh, it's kind of Lord of the Rings, a little bit.
I'm sorry. What's a little Lord of the Rings?
Your children, they look like elves.
I would like to give you the opportunity to turn that into a real insult. Please. Please.
Oh
Thank
my
you.
god.
Roll charisma and intimidation.
I'm having visceral
No.
flashbacks to high school when I called a girl, when I said this one girl looked like a goose, and didn't mean it as an insult, but it just kind of happened.
Charisma, intimidation?
Yes.
Okay, alright. I can do that. That is 4 dice.
You got this.
I got this. I wonder if it's gonna pick up the pretty clacking sounds. I don't think it will, but one can hope. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is a crit success and 1 success. And no ones. So 3.
3 total. Okay. We are not elves. We are I don't see the resemblance. But
You should watch the movie. It's really good.
and I'd rather not. I read the books, as you can imagine.
Oh.
Wow.
Yo, Jamie. They can read. And then Jude looks over at Keely and snorts very audibly.
Keely is fully cackling in the corner, like hunched over. But I would like to roll off on this last one, if you would not mind.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Same roll. I will tell you what I get first, so that.
Okay.
Jesus, good lord. Another 2 successor, so not that great.
Right. Come on. By the way, I'm not good at this. Oh! But I got a 9, 10, 10, and a 4. So
Yeah. The
Wow.
5 success.
She was fully trying to age herself in a way that would, in some circles, have garnered her respect, but not today, not here, not now.
I'm a punk, baby.
Yeah, she's messing with the wrong one. So far, the party is down a total of 3 willpower points as a whole. None of you have lost any. So it's going great.
Still a chance.
We're simply too hot.
We're 2 bad bitches.
Keely at
5
that
bad bitches.
point is like, oh my god, ridiculous party, absolutely asinine. Would you? I kind of want to drink a little bit more first, but after we get drunk off the free liquor, like, we should keep our eyes peeled on some kind of good shenanigans to pull, you know? Like, I
Yes.
feel like there's something good here that we can do.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Keep my
Sure.
eyes out.
Yeah.
Can we see Hrishika and Lina?
Absolutely. They're actually, you see the whole crew.
Yeah.
Everybody's kind of nearby.
I think that we haven't said hello to them yet, right?
No.
Yeah, I think I think that Jamie is also gonna run up to probably Rishika first and be like, "Hi, hello."
Oh, hello. I didn't expect to see you here.
I cannot believe this. Gusto is here too. Did you know that?
Yes, we walked over together, ish.
I did not even realize. Can you sense when other vampires are around? Because I can't. And I don't, did you know? Did you know when me and Jude?
God in the sky, what? Can I sense other vampires around?
I would say probably not. I think that the only person here old enough, I think, would be Lina.
Okay. My wife's better at it than I am, but
Yes.
it's something that comes with time.
Oh, and it's so nice to see you too.
Yeah.
Lina,
I think Lena at that moment like comes over with like 2 drinks and like hands one to Hrishika.
small
And
world.
we'll like, oh wow, hello, yes.
This
A
is
lot
so
of
exciting.
last night suddenly makes a lot more sense.
Yes, actually.
What do you mean?
The magnetism that you have.
Oh. I kind of just assumed that we got it from our dad.
Was it this way before you were
A little bit. Not to as big an extent, but we helped him like talk to people and gather followers and stuff like that,
They might have just sharpened the skills you already had.
Maybe. Keely says that people just kind of like her. I think that makes sense, but maybe it's that.
It's very common to receive the same traits as your sire, if Keely is your sire, I'm assuming.
Yes, she is.
Nice.
That's
Yeah,
why
I didn't get the likability thing. Really.
You did get the
No?
good strength, though.
Yeah. I'm good at hitting things. It's
Oh,
the bouncer.
yeah. Yeah, and the muscles. All the
Yeah.
muscles.
Yeah. Well,
The abs.
that's also a lot of calisthenics.
You put a lot of effort in. I didn't mean to like make it sound like there was no effort. It seems like there's a lot of effort that goes into it. You're just very strong, and I'm eating my words right now. I'm so sorry.
You're fine.
Do you
It's
all
very refreshing.
want to hang out together? We're just kind of talking with some folks over there, and she gestures to like the knot of people.
The entire party.
Yeah.
Yes, I would love to do that. Before we do that, if you don't mind, I would like to steal this beautiful lady for a dance, pointing to Lina.
Oh my god, yes. Go. I'll be over here.
Jamie said, "Get right."
How's the dance floor looking?
It has started to pick up just a little bit. There's a live band playing, a little trio, all strings, and some people have started to dance. Although the majority of the party still is fawning over Jamie and Jude. Now that they've started to talk to other people, some people have branched off and are dancing now. This is picking up.
So, Hrishika would like to lead Lina to the dance floor, but as she does that, she wants to scan around the room one more time to see if she can find the source of her uneasiness.
Okay, I would like for you to give me perception alertness.
Okay, that's fairly terrible, but we're gonna do it.
Good.
Is everything okay?
Well, that is that is 1 success and 2 failures, so that's a no.
Okay.
Ooh.
You don't see him, same as before, but the feeling is still there. It's strong.
Of course, darling. Well, you know how much I love dancing with you, and I think the dance floor is probably the best viewing point on this deck tonight.
Looking for something?
We may have company tonight.
We have lots of company.
We may have company tonight. I feel it
Oh.
through me.
Through me.
I think
Well,
he's coming.
he knows my mother. I don't see why he wouldn't be at an extravagant event that she's in.
It's a bit of a way to travel without giving a heads up.
Yes. Well. Let's hope it's nothing.
Should we... What's the plan if he does show up?
Yes. Same as every time. He hasn't told her now. I doubt he'd tell her after 400 years.
Well, let's hope. It would be gauche to start a fight here in front of this many kindred.
It'd be entertaining.
Well, should I go tie off a rope at the edge of the deck just in case we need to make a quick getaway?
That is tempting, but I think we could get by through the stairs.
Okay. I'm just saying, I'm doing the rope climbing thing a lot. I could get us down quick.
I know. It's been very impressive.
It helps when you're, short and just have to haul your body weight around so much.
And some.
You two enjoy a beautiful dance under the moonlight to this beautiful orchestral sounds. And as you finish your little chat and you finish the dance, you notice in particular 2 things. One, on one side of the bar here, this party, are the twins, the person they came with, Gusto, Ira, and on the other side, at this lone table, is your mother, looking right at you, watching.
If she's looking right at us, Hrishika's gonna kiss Lina.
I was gonna say you should grab her ass. Just
Yes.
The dance we're doing is definitely
Oh my god. Can that be athletics? Can it be like how hard you grab her ass?
Oh,
situation with a lot of limb
yeah.
flowy hands.
I see.
Yeah.
Just maybe just like
Amazing.
slide. I mean, who's leading? Maybe you can just slide your lead hand down. a
As
little
the
bit.
one in the suit, Rishika's leading.
Okay.
Great. Yeah, I definitely feel like you just take that waist hand down just a couple of inches.
Yep.
As
Yeah.
you maintain eye contact with your mother. Just
Roll me dexterity athletics to grab that ass, please.
Okay. Yes.
How well do I grab that?
How?
Just the deepest lunge forward into Lina.
Well, that
perfect
is 5 successes, including my crit.
Right.
No failures.
Incredible. No one else at this
Congrats.
party notices. It is almost as if you have just like created an isolated moment in time. The moment that Elizabeth Báthory looks at you, you look at her, smile politely, grab your wife's butt, and then back up to the proper like waist area, and no one is any of the wiser. She looks at you with a calm face that just sort of goes from a calm, neutral expression to a deep, heavy sigh. And then back to her neutral expression.
Lizzie, you wish somebody was groping your butt like this. Mm-mm.
Oh, we all.
Yeah.
I love them.
At this point, the song has ended. We've moved on to a new song, and you have the floor.
Did you want to go speak to your mother, or do you want to join the young one?
She has been looking at me for quite a while. Did she see you when you lowered your hand?
Yes.
Oh, goodness, okay.
Well, listen, apparently she's all accepting now, so, we have to test it a little bit.
Yes. All right.
I have earned the right all these years.
Oh, you absolutely have. Let's go. And I guess we'll approach her mother.
Well, Hrishika is going to let you approach first, grab us more drinks, and then meet
Alright.
you once you've had, about a minute?
All right.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Hrishika is going to join the rest of the group.
No, Rishika's just stopping at the bar, so
Just
she's
stopping at the
giving
bar.
Lina a 1 minute head time.
Got it,
just so
got
she
it.
can have a minute with her mom before Hrishika joins.
Okay. You know what? While this is going on, just a quick hop over to the big party area where everyone else is. 2 new figures walk in to the party out from the stairwell. Both of them very striking. Immediately turn heads when they walk in. This is a very tall, very, very tall, very voluptuous, very curvy lady, who is very draped in lots of jewelry, head to toe, face of makeup, like very extravagant, and a very like sort of short and skinny gentleman who is also very striking to look at, like long flowing hair, and also like a bit of like under eye eyeliner on. Very, very attractive, very, very stunning. And they both walk into the party, greet a couple of people right away, right off the bat, and kind of make a beeline over to this group over here. They just sort of observe the conversation for a moment before they say anything. Does anyone... What is everyone doing as they walk over?
I think Gusto is still keeping an eye out for Bella if she's anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll note the 2 figures walking in, eyeing both of them down a little bit and kind of just eating them with his eyes.
Yeah.
I think thinks of them as very interesting, but also remembers that he has to get back to Hrishika.
Okay. Anybody else?
I'm just talking, chit-chattering away with folks. I wonder if they come up, if she would just immediately, like, see them approaching and, like, I don't know, maybe, like, invite them into the conversation?
So the two of them do walk, like, right up to all of you, saying nothing for a long pause. So that is an option.
I am not there.
Where are you?
Jude is letting Jamie flourish a little bit, kind of nudged her before slipping into the crowd, and I'm gonna try and get somewhere high up to look over the entire party stealthily.
Absolutely. Okay, so there's the party, the rooftop layout that you're on.
Yeah.
But there is behind you at the entrance to the party where everybody comes out of the stairwell. Next to that, there's a little steel fire ladder that leads up to a secondary landing, which is used primarily to fix things. It's not anywhere that people are supposed to go unless you're contracted to make repairs. But you can get up there.
Fantastic. And I would like to spend a blood point.
Excellent.
Ooh.
I am going to use my obtenebration to gather the shadows. There are a lot of people dancing here, a lot of lights, to gather the shadows around myself and cloak myself in darkness, appear unobtrusive. And not only that, but also as a vampire with the discipline celerity, I have Cat's Grace, meaning that I automatically pass any dexterity or athletics-based roll needed to keep my balance.
Excellent. You can literally Batman all you would like on this little landing. You are unnoticed. You're cloaked in shadow, and you have full view of the party. I will let you know what kind of things you notice from your perch. Did Jamie want to?
Yeah. I think if they come up and are kind of standing there, he'll sort of swing outward and open a space in the area and turn to both of them and make eye contact with, I guess, whoever's closest, whichever the two is closest, and say, "Hello, I'm Jamie. It's nice to meet you. What's your name?" And we'll extend her hand for a shake.
Oh, she smiles, very genuine, bright smile, grabs your hand, shakes it nice and hard. I was "I'm Daphne. It's lovely
Hi,
to
Daphne.
meet you."
I love that name.
And what's yours?
Jamie.
Jamie. That's a
You can
good
call me
name.
Jamie.
That's a
Thank
great
you.
name. Are you enjoying the party?
I'm loving it. I'm meeting so many interesting people, including you.
Oh my gosh. I'm so glad. This is Roger, and the gentleman standing next to her says nothing.
Hi, hello, Roger. I'll extend my hand to him as well.
He does a polite decline.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
No problem. It's nice to meet you as well.
Oh yeah, don't mind him. He's working tonight. Concentrating.
Okay.
Yeah. I hope you're having a good time. And of all the people you've met, have you met Ira?
I have met Ira. Yes.
Awesome.
Ira was introduced to me by Gusto, who I met last night, actually. I didn't even know that he was going to be here, so it was very exciting.
Stop. Gusto's here?
Yeah.
Oh
He's
my-
right over there.
Oh my god.
You know him too?
Sadly, no. to my chagrin, have not been able to meet the elusive
Is she
Gusto.
sitting?
You can go ahead and try to figure that out if you would like.
I would like to.
Yeah, that's gonna be a wits empathy. Do you have a million dots in?
How many dice? How many dice?
Let's see. Wits empathy. I think that this is gonna be 10.
Okay, fantastic.
Yes.
God.
That is
My highest stat can't get me to that.
that is 10. That's 6 successes with 1 crit.
All right, so
No ones.
with 1 crit. All right, so
So I guess that's 7.
yes, so she seems super genuine. She seems like she is just genuinely so excited to meet you, so excited that Gusto's here, all of the above. What you do get just in general from just trying to clock what her feelings are, this guy next to her, opposite vibes. Bad vibes. This guy,
Bad vibe?
yeah, this guy is giving the sense that he has a lot of, I guess, sway and control over the social situation. And so as much as you get a very genuine feeling from her, there's like a pit in your stomach that like no read you could possibly get will be accurate if this guy is around.
I can introduce you to him if you'd like.
To Gusto? Oh! I don't want to. I want to let Ira do that. I don't want to.
That makes
Spoil.
perfect sense.
Um.
Of course not.
Yeah.
How do you know Ira?
Oh, well, he started, working with me on some projects around the city, and
Oh, what do you do?
well, so are you new
I
to
am-
being Kindred? Not in a disrespectful way, but just checking.
No disrespect taken. Yes, I'm new.
Oh, okay. Well, it's nasty sort of business sometimes what we get into. Accidents happen. People see you and things like that. And well, Ira's kind of the best at making things look like they didn't happen. So I don't know. Vampires probably couldn't get along in this city without him.
Oh. What do you mean? Does he put out like newspaper things about murders that have happened? Or is it like a
Sometimes, yeah.
crime scene setup? I
Sometimes.
watched a lot of SVU on our way over here, so
No, ooh. Ooh, are we okay? Let me just
Is
double
everybody
check.
Hello?
what just happened?
What?
Andre.
I think we're okay.
That was so weird.
Andre, buddy, you okay? You're
Are you okay, Andre?
in the wrong direction.
We can't hear you.
I hear you, love. We wanna
Maybe do a break?
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
go
maybe
to let's
do
go
a
to
little quick break.
let's go to a break. And
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. We had some technical difficulties that we could not fix, and I'm so sorry, but we will continue and finish this story next Thursday for a little bit of a longer session, and we will bring it to its end. And thank you to everyone for showing up and for being here. Adore you so much, and thanks for Total Party Kiss and all of you lovely people for doing this with me. Very much appreciate you.
Thanks for the dice.
And thanks for the dice, diehard dice.
Thank you for the wait.
Guys.
There we go. Thank you for the beautiful dice.
We
They're
love-
gorgeous. They glow in the dark.
They do.
Things.
I want to get mine so bad.
You will. All right, so we'll goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you guys. Have a good night.